Welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level lesson. Today we're going to be talking about using the present continuous for future situations, making future plans. All right, so what are these people planning? Well, it looks like they may be planning a trip because they have the map out. Do you travel with your friends, and do you plan things with your friends? So what are they going to do? So here it looks like they may be going hiking, going camping. They're sitting around the campfire, gathering wood. And so think about some of the things they would need to plan for a trip like this. So here's a checklist for the hiking trip. According to the list, what have they done and what haven't they done yet? Well, the two items that are checked off: book a rental car, buy a camping permit online, but they haven't organized food and cooking equipment, and they haven't gotten tents and sleeping bags. All right, Dylan and Nora are talking about their hiking trip. You can pause the video and read this on your own, or you can follow along as I read. I think we're ready to go. Well, almost. We haven't got the tents yet, and we haven't bought all the food. Well, we're going to hiking heaven tomorrow, so we can buy the tents and all the food then. Yes, I've already booked a rental car to get us from here to our starting point. Great, and I've just bought the camping permit online. It was simple. I'm getting the rental car on Monday morning. I'm picking you up at 9 a.m., and then we're picking up Simone and William at about 9:30, so make sure you are ready on time. We're going to have a fantastic time. All right, so we already know that we can use the present continuous to describe something that is happening now. So you are having an English lesson now. You are reading this sentence. But we can also use the present continuous to talk about arrangements in the future, and we generally express the time. So I'm getting the rental car on Monday morning. I'm picking you up at 9 a.m., and then we're picking up Simone and William at about 9:30. A future arrangement is something that you organize. It is not the same as something you are thinking about doing. So look at the examples of future arrangements with the present continuous. He's arriving tomorrow at 9 a.m. He told me this information a week ago. She's starting at the university next year. She's already enrolled for her course in medicine. I'm flying to London on Sunday. I booked and paid for my ticket last month. All right, so now go ahead and make some sentences about future arrangements using the picture and the pictures and the names provided. And you can try that on your own and then restart when you're ready to continue. So we use the present continuous for arrangements and going to for plans and intentions. So I'm traveling to France on Sunday. This is a future arrangement. I have booked and paid for my ticket and my hotel room. I'm going to visit the Eiffel Tower and the Palace of Versailles. I intend to do these things during my vacation. So Alana lives in Bristol, England, and it's her birthday next weekend. And so we've got some pictures of some of the things that she might do on her birthday. So we're going to listen to Alana and then decide whether these sentences are true or false.
It's my birthday next weekend, and it's going to be fantastic. I love netball, and I spend all my free time with my friends from the team. There are 7 of us all together. On Saturday, we're hiring a minibus, and we're going to drive to London to watch a netball match between Australia and New Zealand at Wembley Arena. Australia and New Zealand are 2 of the best teams in the world. It's the final game of the series, and it's 1-1 at the moment, so it's going to be very exciting.
All right. Alana spends her free time with her friends from the netball team. Well, that is true. The friends are going to Manchester on Saturday. That's false, she said to London. And they are going to watch the first game of the series. That's false, it's the final game. All right, so they have a lot of time in London before the netball match. And so in which order will they do these things? So go ahead and listen.
We're planning to leave very early because it's a 3-hour drive from here to London. First, we're going to go shopping in Oxford Street, which is one of the most famous shopping streets in the world. After that, we're going to have lunch in a pub. In the afternoon, we're going to go ice skating. And then we're going to have dinner at an Italian restaurant near Wembley Arena. I've already decided that I'm going to have penne arrabbiata with garlic bread.
All right, so first they're going shopping on Oxford Street. Next, they're eating lunch at a pub. Then they're going to go ice skating. Then they're eating dinner at an Italian restaurant. So Alana mentions a number of things. Which sentence in italics expresses Alana's idea? So we're planning to leave very early. They've organized and agreed to do this, or they want to do this. Well, she uses the present continuous, and so this means that it's been organized. We're going to go ice skating. They intend to do this, but they haven't bought the tickets yet. We're going to have dinner at an Italian restaurant. That's they plan to eat at the restaurant, but they have not made reservations. So present continuous is for things that have been arranged, actually booked and arranged. Going to is just more for plans and desires, things that you want to do, but you haven't taken steps to make sure that they will happen. So in many cases, both the present continuous and going to are possible. So listen to Alana talk about the rest of their evening.
Then in the evening, we're going to watch the match. It starts at 7:30 p.m. and finishes at about 9. After the game, we're going to drive home. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be brilliant. We don't have any plans for Sunday because we're going to be absolutely exhausted.
So we know that Alana has rented the minibus, and we know she has bought tickets to the match. So can you say these sentences in another way? Well, we could use the present continuous here and say then in the evening we're watching the match, and after the game we're driving home, because these are things that they've actually taken steps to complete these things. All right, so take another look at how we use the present continuous in going to. For plans and intentions, we use going to plus the bare infinitive. We're going to drive home. They are going to come to our party. For future arrangements, we usually use the present continuous with an expression of time. We're driving home this evening. They aren't coming to our party tonight. However, for plans and intentions, many speakers use both forms. I'm traveling to Turkey next year. I'm going to travel to Turkey next year. In both sentences, the speaker has made a decision. So here are 3 community events, and what are these people doing? Here they're cleaning up plastic. Here they're planting trees. And here they're watching the turtles, the baby turtles, get to the ocean. And do you get involved in any community events? So we're going to skim the text quickly and find the answers to the questions. So skimming means that you're not going to read every sentence. You're going to read the questions and then just look for the answers. So what do people collect? And on the first Sunday in July, what do people do with the plastic bottles? All right, so they collect plastic bottles and things like secondhand books, clothes, books, and toys. And what do they do with the plastic bottles on the first Sunday in July? Well, they exchange them for the items that people have donated. So Boren has collected plastic bottles and complete the text. I'm Boren and I live in a village. This year I've collected hundreds of plastic bottles. Next Sunday, I'm taking all the bottles to town. I'm going to exchange the bottles for some books. I like reading and I'm going to choose some comic books. I like to collect the bottles because it's a good way to keep my village clean. After that, I am going to start collecting bottles again. And again, we're going to skim the text quickly and find the answers to the questions. Why do you think people buy the turtles? Well, to compete, to be able to compete in the race and a chance to win dinner at a restaurant. That's why they buy the turtles. Okay, Layla is going to the ocean race. Layla lives near Playa Blanca. She's going to the ocean race, so complete the text. Tonight, I am going to Playa Blanca. I think it's important to help the turtles. There aren't many turtles these days. I am going to buy a turtle. Zeynep, my best friend, is meeting me at the beach. The ocean race starts at sunset, so we are going to eat dinner together after the race at a little restaurant close to the beach. After dinner, we are walking home together. So here's another organization that helps the environment. You can pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. Go Green is, as you might guess, an organization that aims to plant and take care of trees. It was started 25 years ago by a group of local school teachers. Every year, in the second half of September, Go Green encourages volunteers to participate in their annual tree planting events across the country. The events last 2 weeks, and donations from local businesses enable the organization to offer their volunteers a fun day out, including activities for children and a barbecue lunch. So Go Green has been very successful. So tomorrow you're going to the community day out. So write some sentences to answer these questions. Who are you going with? What time have you planned to go? What are you going to do there? And how long will you stay? And remember to use present continuous for things that have been arranged, and going to plus the infinitive for things that are planned. All right, that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.